Hi guys, I'm hoping this transmits properly. I'm sitting in my driveway. I wanted to address a problem that people have been bringing up a lot lately, and it's that fear and that anxiety about what do I do about the algorithm. The Facebook and the Instagram algorithm are always changing, and what do I do, and how do I keep up with it? The simple answer is you don't have to keep up with the algorithm. The algorithm can change 18 times a day. What's going to make your content appear in the newsfeed, get their attention so that they send you direct messages, is the fact that you are talking about stuff that people care about. We have an amazing opportunity right now, like for the next 12 months. This is your greatest opportunity to talk about things where the newsfeed is still strong, people are still responding, and they're still participating in the newsfeed in the same way, because that's about to close down. In about a year, you're going to find that most communications are going to drive down more into messenger type things, so smaller groups, people who know each other. It's going to be harder for you to get your message out. So you need to be putting your stuff in stories, but what you absolutely must do is make sure that your content is stuff that makes people talk. You can do videos like this and you can talk about things where people are concerned. I call them hopes, dreams, and nightmares. If you know the hopes, dreams, and nightmares of the people that you are trying to serve, right, you'll know what to say. So one of the reasons I'm doing this video is because people are so anxious about the fact that the algorithms are changing and what do I do? And the fact of the matter is you need to do nothing more than speak about topics that are going to make people go, okay, wait a second, I need to hear this message. You know, a couple of days, I think it might have been yesterday, I don't know, it's been a long week already. I talked about the fact that the newsfeed is going to disappear. Now, it's been estimated that it's going to be in about a year that the newsfeed, as we know it on Facebook, that we've been using since 2006, is going to go away. It'll be replaced with more of a messenger type platform. So WhatsApp, Instagram, direct messages, and Facebook Messenger are going to, they're not going to be combining to one thing, but you'll be able to cross post between them and send messages in various different ways. And then there's also going to be stories, but that they disappear. So at the end of the day, whether you're putting your message in stories, whether you're sending it through a chatbot in Messenger, the only thing that's going to make people stop and watch or listen or read or whatever is going to be if you're talking about something that they care about. If you're going on and on about yourself, then no one is going to listen to you. If all you have to say is, I'm so great and I'm so wonderful, no one is going to listen to you. All they want is for you to help them out. There is so little trust in the online world today. And the more that we can understand people and communicate some sort of a solution, or at least commiserate with them, right? Misery loves company. And you can say, I'm in the same boat. People feel that you're connecting with them. And when you can connect with them, especially in this 12-month period, we are in one of the most important periods of our online time right now to take advantage of these opportunities. And when you do take advantage of these opportunities, you're going to get somewhere. So if you're wondering about, questions people have, I've used these examples before, answerthepublic.com. You can go there. So if you're like, okay, I think my clients are interested in these particular topics, answerthepublic.com, put in the keywords, and what you'll get is all of the Google searches being done right now about those topics. BuzzSumo.com will give you the most socially shared topics in and around those words right now. And that will give you a cornucopia of different topics that you can use. But think really deeply about the hopes, dreams, and nightmares and the experiences that people go through. I do a lot of work with realtors, and realtors are like, 4 ways to price your home properly. But they're forgetting that people don't put their homes on the market because they're afraid of the financial repercussions. They're worried about moving their kids from schools. They're worried about not knowing the neighborhood. There's so many fears that go into putting your house on the market that you just telling me you can price it ain't gonna fix it, right? So Michelle, I'm so glad you appreciate this information. Because this is what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to make sure that you guys get helpful stuff that you can walk away with right now and say, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make something, I'm going to do something maybe a bit differently, or maybe you're going to start doing a whole brand new thing. So, Jill, you are totally getting, you are getting the hang of it because you're participating in these videos. And the more that you understand, and the thing is, you don't have to understand the technology, and that's what really freaks people out. I talked to a client today and she was just like, I need to understand the Instagram algorithm. And I'm like, no, you don't. You just need to understand who it is that you're talking to. So she goes after luxury home buyers and sellers and get into their hopes, dreams, and nightmares, right? And absolutely, Anita, you've got that right. What connects the reactions to those particular anxieties or hopes that they have. Like when I was living at home, say, I was in my parents' place, all I really wanted, I just didn't want to have to tell my parents when I was going to be home for dinner. I just wanted that independence. I'd been away at university. I came back and I'm like, I just don't want to do that. There's a message for first-time buyers, right? For someone who's stuck in a 9-to-5, I've helped so many people break out of a 9-to-5 and create their own businesses, because I remember what it's like to be sitting in that gray cubicle, feeling your soul being slowly sucked out of your body. And it was awful. And so part of what I do is I help people transition out of that, because I know what they're going through, and I've identified, like, right down to the emotions of what it feels like when you walk into the office that you really don't want to be in anymore, and how debilitating that is for your spirit. Right? So, so because I understand that about people in a 9-to-5, and because I have the ability of showing them how to create another business for themselves, when I'm trying to communicate with them, whether it's through a video like this or creating an ad or trying to promote a program, I really get to the heart. I'm like, you don't have to, clock in, clock out and worry about, whether your boss is going to be pissed off that you're 2 minutes late today, or, you didn't get invited to the cupcake party with the girls in the kitchen, which, true story, that actually happened. Or, ladies, I don't know if you've ever experienced any kind of discrimination at the office. I went to a boardroom once and someone slapped a 20 on the table and said, "Hey, Rebecca, give us a dance." So, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. I want to have ideas and spread them myself. And that's why I want control. So, again, if those are the people I'm targeting, I need to be able to enter into those deep emotional places where they are, and then address them and say, I hear you, and build empathy. Remember, nobody trusts the media, politicians, marketers, advertisers, but they trust people that they see frequently, that are the same, that are authentic. Like this is me. Like I don't know how to put on makeup. I'm going to pick up my kid from school. And I'm just out and about, and this is what you see. And I do my videos like this on purpose, because I really think that is a way that people who don't know me yet, or maybe just aren't close to me and see me every day, can get to know a little bit more about me. And you need to do that too. And you need to think about, where are your people hanging out? And right now they're hanging out in Facebook. They are still using the newsfeed, but they're more and more using stories. So make sure when you have an option to post your stuff on Facebook, share it to your stories too. Get into that habit. If you're on Instagram, create stories. Create 4 times more stories than you create for newsfeed content, because you need to do that. Noelle, you make a good point. Best thing an agent can do is to move themselves every couple of years. You know what? That's an excellent idea. Put yourself in that situation. I've created 4 different companies. I know why some failed, and I know why some succeeded. And so while I don't necessarily recommend you go out and just start a whole bunch of businesses just so you can, have a few of them go south or anything, but you learn through these experiences. And if you are just teaching something, or you're offering a service, but you haven't put yourself in the situation of your buyers for years and years and years, then how good are you at what you're doing, right? How close to your clients is your message going to be? That's like a lot of people say that people become coaches because they failed at whatever else they were doing, and then they're away from whatever even if they were good at it. If you've been a coach for 30 years, but you haven't really been in the game in those 30 years, you're out of touch, right? So I do coaching programs, but I also do stuff for people, and I also apply it for myself. So I never ever lose touch. So, stay in touch with your people. Stay in touch with like the deep emotional crises sometimes that they have. And also those amazing euphoric moments of joy. Like I remember when I bought my first home and just how great it was. I remember when I drove my first car off the lot, mostly because I bugged my dad. I'm like, oh, Dad, I grew up fairly wealthy, so I was blessed to actually be given a car when I was 16. I know. Trust me, I'm not doing it for my kids, but that's what happened. And I remember driving the car off the lot because I really wanted a 5-speed. Problem was I didn't know how to drive a 5-speed, but the one way of learning how to drive a 5-speed is when you have to drive it to get home. So yeah, but you know what? I stalled it. I stalled it at a red light for 5 minutes. That was embarrassing, but I'll never forget it. And so, if I was selling cars and, a family comes in and I see that, they're looking for something for little Jimmy or little Sally, I'd be like, I remember what it felt like. And you instantly develop rapport and connection with people. And that's what they're looking for. So, when I do these videos, I really like to connect with people like you, like, especially for the ones who are commenting, the ones who are watching this live, and the ones who watch afterwards, because I want to be helpful, but I also want to know what's going on. So the more comments that I get, the more I get to understand, first of all, how well I'm communicating, but also other things that are concerned to people, and the tidbits and the ideas that you guys share allow me to do that and also share it with the community. So I want to thank you for taking the time to post your comments and for watching this. So I got to peace out or my kid's going to be wondering what happened to his mother. I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon. So don't worry about the algorithm. Worry about whether or not you understand your clients enough that you're the one they talk about at the kitchen table, at a cocktail party, and when they're just sitting around shooting the shit with their friends. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon.